makes sense. If we're talking also about like alt season, because I feel like that's the topic at hand right now. It's ETH BTC, right? So for me, been here a couple cycles, and the only way I've learned to trade alts is kind of looking at the alt BTC pairs. And I think we can all agree that Ethereum is the proxy for alts in the market. So I remember tweeting about this the other day: is the 3-day gonna have a death candle? Just because it was literally like falling off a cliff right here. And lo and behold, what happened? We put in the bottom that same next day. So this to me is actually going to close in 2.5 hours. This is what I call a 3 inside up reversal. It's as clear as day, right? This is actually one of my favorite, just purely price action candlestick patterns. Three inside up reversals. Basically, you have one down candle, then the second candle has to come up and close at least halfway past the midpoint of the first down candle, which arguably we've already done. And then the third candle has to close above the origin or the high of the down candle. So, right above here, assuming we close above 64 or 62 in the next 2.5 hours, that is as clear a day bottom, right? So ETH BTC is absolutely bottomed. And now what does that mean for the alt market? Well, now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow, this is fucking alt season. We are more than likely going to see some high beta plays for a lot of the cryptos moving forward, especially at least Ethereum, right? So I'm not a big alt trader. I'm not that great at it. If I'm being completely frank with myself, I'm much better at trading Bitcoin and Ethereum just because I've done it for so many years. But this 3 inside up to me is actually just like screaming at me. High beta plays are definitely going to be the move, and that makes me almost think that Bitcoin is more likely to range than just pull a swift move to the weekly key June at 32K right now, just because from the ETH BTC standpoint, it makes a lot of sense now that Bitcoin's showing the way, right? Like it broke out of the accumulation range. Okay, we're all in agreement. Great. Broke out of a 3-week range. Cool. We look at ETH BTC, and ETH BTC is clearly telling us, okay, we just put in a bottom. We're putting in a bottom of sorts right now. Now that's has to translate on the weekly, of course. We did lose that like long mid range, but who knows? Could this just be a deviation of that mid range? And we're gonna soon reclaim it, right? So above 67, 68 would be the reclaim of that range. Something like that. And then if we start getting up to range high on Ethereum, I think we can all agree that all season is probably in full effect. All your micro cap shitcoins, etc., are going to be moving. And zooming in on just ETH BTC in general, if I want a long Bitcoin or Ethereum based on where ETH BTC is in at this point, so maybe I wouldn't be longing ETH here because it looks like it might reverse. But if it comes down to retest this area and then flips it, this is where I probably want a long ETH wherever the USD pair is. So I'll pivot over to ETH itself. And I think we've kind of seen that in just like the price action we just mentioned earlier, right? So like we have the move, consolidation, move. And again, that probably takes us to like 2200, which is that 3-day edge to edge, as well as the weekly key June. It's always funny in hindsight, like when I look at just 3-day edge to edge, and I'm like, yeah, I bought it here and then I closed it here. But like, if you just set and forget with the trade, I just hold it to here. But yeah, point being, neither here nor there. This 2200 flat top is an area of importance in my mind, and I'm pretty sure if I throw up, ETH futures, we have a gap right here, right at 26 to 2500. So that's probably like 2500 on the spot pair. And then of course we have the CME 3-day edge to edge up to 3000 almost, right? So the future looks bright for Ethereum, to say the least.
Yeah, I could see grab the liquidity 2060, maybe 2040, that area. Bring it back down to the liquidity at that, like whatever those lower 1900s we were talking about.
Yep.
It doesn't do it now,
1940.
and then it's like throw everyone for a loop, and then it goes to 2300.
Yeah, because there was a lot of overhang, right? So Shanghai was like the elephant in the room for a long period of time, and everyone was kind of just wondering, are all these billions of dollars of ETH going to kind of unwind from the market and just be sold on the open market? And I think even in Silico was tweeting about it that there was like more deposits than withdrawals, and he was freaking out about it. But point being is, when a large event in crypto turns out to be a non-event, and everyone kind of lets go of their breath, stops holding your breath, it makes a lot of sense that the market starts to react and starts to price in, okay, there's no overhang of supply, and then the asset gets repriced. So, if we close the daily above 2K on ETH, it's a very bullish scenario, and I can see us kind of rocket shipping, barring Bitcoin kind of just chills or at least consolidates within the range.